Hello again. This time I have even more proof that I'm not a simp. Alright, what? I'm not a simp. For everyone who thinks I have a simp for tact, it's like, look at my Twitter. I'm not a simp. I'm not simping at all. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm not simping. I'm not simping at all. Why do people think I'm a simp? I don't understand. Why do people think I'm simping? Why? Why do people think I'm simping? I don't understand. I'm not simping at all. I'm totally not simping. Not simping. Why would I ever simp for a character that only appears in one episode of their respective series? No way. No how. I'm not a simp. I'm not a simp. I'm not a simp. I would never simp. I would never, ever simp. I would never simp. Ever. I would never ever simp. Why would I simp? Makes no reason. Why would I even need to simp for a character that only appears in one episode? No way. No way would I need to simp for a character that only appears in one episode of their respective series. Why does everyone call me a simp? Why am I accused of being a simp? I'm not simping. I'm not simping. Why does everyone in existence accuse me of being a simp? For tack of all characters, I would never, ever simp for tack of all characters to simp for. Not tack, never. Never tack. I would never simp for tack in a million years. Sure, she's cool in design, but I would never simp for her ever. I would never simp for her. Never. Never ever. I would never simp for her ever. People always accuse me of simping for tack, but why would I simp for her? It's not that she looks cool and that she wants to commit murder or anything. She just exists. She just exists. I'm not simping. I'm not simping. I'm not simping at all. What are you talking about? I'm not simping. I'm not simping. I'm not simping at all. I'm not simping. I'm not simping at all. Why would I even need to simp for her? Why would I even simp for her at all? She only appears in one episode. Only one episode. Why would I need to simp for her? Why would I even simp? Why would I need to simp? I don't have to simp. Why would I simp for her at all? Why? Why would I simp for her at all? It makes no sense. I would never simp for her, ever. Ever. People who think I simp for tack, no. I don't simp for her. I would never simp for her ever in my life. Ever. I would never simp for her ever. Why do people always accuse me of simping for tack? She never simp. I would never ever simp for her. I mean, there's no reason for me to simp for her. She exists. That's it. All she does is exist. One episode. One episode of her respective series. That's all she ever does. All she ever does is exist in one episode of her respective series. Why would I ever simp? Why would I ever simp for her? Why? There's no reason for me to simp for her like I do. I mean, I don't simp for her. I don't, I swear. There's no reason for me to simp for her ever. Ever. What's the point of simping for her? Why would I simp for tack? There's no reason for me to simp for tack. No reason at all. She only exists in one episode of her respective series. There's no reason for me to simp for her. There's no reason. Why would I simp for her? I don't even make content featuring her that often. I barely ever make content featuring her on both my Gotcha channel and my normal channel. Why would I be a simp? Why? It makes no sense for people to accuse me like this. It makes no sense for people to accuse me of being a simp. No way would simp. Why would I simp for a character that only appears in one episode of their respective series? No way. No way would I ever. I would never, ever simp. What's the point of simping for something? What's the point? What's the point of simping for a character that only appears in one episode of their respective series? What's the point? What's the point? It makes no sense to simp for a character that only appears in one episode of their respective series. No way! No way! I would never ever simp for her. Never. Never ever in a million years. Never. I would never ever simp for her ever. What's the point of simping for something that only appears in one episode? What's the point? What's the point? What's the point? I barely make any content of her on my Gotcha channel or normal channel. Never. I never make content featuring her. I haven't made one video where the main focus is her over everyone else. I'm not simping. Why does everyone call me a simp? Because I'm not simping. I'm not simping. Never. I would never simp. Never. Never. Never simp. I would never simp. Ever. I would never simp. What? Why would I even draw her? What? I've never even drawn her. I've never even drawn her once in an alternate outfit that makes her look cuter than the canon design. Never. Nah, I don't even doodle her when I'm bored. I've never done that before. I haven't captured random screenshots of her with no explanation and saved them. Never. I don't draw her looking epic. I never do that. Never. Never, ever. I barely draw her at all. I don't draw her. I haven't drawn Tack at all. I've only drawn her once. That's it. That's all I've ever drawn of her. Never, ever have I drawn her. Never. Never. I've never drawn Tack ever before. Never, ever have I drawn Tack. Ever. Ever. I've never, ever, ever drawn Tack once in my life. I don't even do research on her character. I don't even know who voice acts her. She's just a throwaway character who appears in one episode. She's just a throwaway character who appears in one episode. I don't simp. I'm not a simp. I would never, ever simp. It's not like I created edits of her with music from Phineas and Ferb ever. I don't draw her at all. Never, ever. I don't simp for tack. I don't understand why people even think I simp for her. I've never once done a video where tack was the main focus at all. Never once have I made tack the main focus of any of my videos. I haven't even included her in a lot of my videos. She's just a character who appears in one episode. There's no need for me to simp for her. No. It's not like when I see artwork I die inside. No. No, I don't. Because I don't simp for her at all. I would never, ever in my life simp for her. Never. Ever simp for her, ever. Never, ever simping for her. I would never, ever simp for her. Never. Ever. I would never simp for her. It's not like I created images of her surrounded by hearts. No, never. I would never, ever simp. I would never, ever simp. Never, ever. Never. Never. Never, ever. I don't simp for tack. You simp for tack. I would never, ever simp for tack at all. What's the point of simping for her? What's the point of simping for a character that only appears in one episode? One episode! No, I would never simp for her. Never, ever. I would never die if I saw her in a Kuromi cosplay. I would never. I don't simp for her. I would never. I don't squeal on the inside the moment I see an image of her and human Mimi. No. I don't think in my head that she's the best character. No. I would never. I would never ever consider the fact that she's an awesome character and that I really like her. No. I don't simp. I would never simp for her, ever. Ever. Never, ever in a million years would I simp for tack. Out of all the characters to simp for, it would never be tack. Never, ever. Not in a million years. It would never be tack, ever. Never, ever be tack. Never. Never. It would never be tack. I don't simp for tack. Stop calling me out. I'm not a tack simp. You're a tack simp. I'm not a tack simp. I'm not a tack simp. I would never, ever simp for tack in a million years. Ever. Never, ever in a million years would I ever simp for tack. There's no way. No way I would ever simp for tack. No way. I'm not in denial. You're in denial. I'm not in denial. I'm not in denial. I'm not a simp. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not in denial. You're in denial. I'm not in denial about how much I like tack. I'm not simping. I'm not simping. Then the internet can come at me all they want and accuse me of being a simp, but I'm not simping. I'm not. No, I'm just a dumb teenager. I'm not in denial, you're in denial. I'm not simping. I'm not. I would never. Ah! It's not like I'm working on an entire comic about how she got into Moving 10 and how she broke out eventually. No. I'm not making an entire comic about her revenge on Zin. No. Who would even think that? Who would even think at the slightest moment that I'm a simp for tack? I would never be a simp for tack, ever. Never. I'm not simping. I'm not in denial. You're in denial. Ah!